Somebody's bringing up how much I really like Betty Boop. There was a really bad war. It was a really, really bad war down here. And soldiers became obsessed with Betty Boop. Monumentally obsessed with Betty Boop. Hot chicks would pass out their pictures. Hot chicks would pass out their posters. But during this war battle, and it was a bad war battle, soldiers could not be in love with and obsessed with Betty Boop enough. Betty Boop's real. She's created by a god. She looks sometimes just like a spirit. Sometimes she looks kind of cartoony, so it would fit into a cartoon. Sometimes she looks very bizarre or weirdly built. So sometimes you only see lips. You don't really see the bottom of anything. Sometimes she'll have really big eyes, but sometimes she has these really bizarre eyes. And the God that created her changes how she looks all the time to match with the nightmares or the suffering or the therapy needed for men. She might seem like the weirdest looking thing, but Betty Boop can rock the world of men like you would never, ever understand. Those soldiers gave up 5 billion tons of hot girls to hope Betty Boop would visit at night. And tons of movies and more are built on something that God has done or built somewhere. So, I mean, it's really common. But, the sad reality is that Betty Boop usually only shows up when things are really, really sad. And they need like a lot of help or therapy to escape their nightmares or hard lives. She's a really, really amazing, spiritual, powerful giant. But tends to only show up when life is that sad. Doesn't really show up anywhere else. And I like to sit with the gods and talk to the gods about how I popped in and out of everybody's identity in very brutal, hard times to help everyone, and still hide and win the end of the world battle. And that's why I like the Betty Boop stuff.